SENSHI Fight Talk, and this is a SENSHI 29 recap with Editor-in-Chief of Boec.BG once again. Welcome to be back, Svetoslav Manoilov.
It's a pleasure being with you and discussing this great fight that we saw yesterday.
It was an incredible event. I mean, we're biased, guys. We're going to be biased. But it was an incredible event, an electric fight card, and SENSHI turned the palace of culture and sport into an awesome venue inside. The viewing angle for every single spectator is fantastic. Huge screen, some pyro, motorbikes on the stage, some BMWs and Rolls Royce put amongst the VIP tables. It really is spectacular. I'd like to see a bigger venue, and my dreams will come true because SENSHI are building something in Sofia. So we look forward to that journey. So listen, we're going to recap the 12 fights from SENSHI 29. Now, you may have seen it or you may have not, but myself and Svetlo had a little competition with predictions for each fight, and we gave our opinions, just opinions, on who we thought was going to win, and I was even a bit more specific of how I thought they were going to win. So let's see how we did.
Yeah, it was a hard job. In the beginning we said all the fights are quite equal, the fighters are great, so it was like fortune telling, kind of fortune telling, but
educated fortune telling.
Yeah, but I believe we did well, and yeah, the fights were amazing, the crowd was amazing.
Yes.
So looking forward to have like the bigger hall in Sofia. It will be wow.
Yeah, it's SENSHI is just growing step by step. So here we go, fight number one. This was Romania facing Bulgaria. We had Marius Cimpuieru from Romania, and he fought Julian Rykov. Now, I called this was going to be a win for Rykov by decision. You called the same.
I called the same.
The same.
Yeah.
And we were both right. It was an incredible fight. Rykov, 19 years of age, such a mature fighter, and he showed last night such a variety of techniques, just wonderful to watch. And the one thing that impressed me was his balance with his left and right, kicks and knees. So
yeah, the babyface killer. Do you remember? I called him babyface killer. So it is the second fight in SENSHI, and he's getting better and better, growing, getting more mature, getting more experienced, getting better, and his knees, they're really amazing. And he's very calm. Like he's walking in the park, walking to the ring, but in the same time he has the gas, the aggression, everything that a real fighter needs. So I see for him like a bright future.
Yeah. The only thing I would perhaps say is dangerous, and I hope his management and coach are aware of it, at such a young age, sometimes you can push a fighter too far, too quickly. So he's got years of his career left, depending what his plan is. But you know, sometimes they push them too quickly. At 19, he's got a huge future ahead of him. So, fight number two. This was a interesting one. Aysen Chadid, who fought from Morocco, who fought Bulgarian SENSHI legend Dragomir Petrov. Now, I actually gave a very controversial prediction that Chadid would stop Petrov, and I could feel almost the whole of Bulgaria throwing something at me, and yourself as well, Svetlo.
Yeah.
But what did you call it?
I was sure that Drago is going to win judges. It will go the whole 3 rounds. It will be the judges, and Drago will win. And I think it could have happened, you know, if he followed the fight plan. I listened to the interview after that. I was hearing his coach. He's a great guy. He was shouting all the way, go there. So what Drago said, what he didn't follow the fight plan. I think till the moment that he lost, Drago was leading, or they were a kind of equal. So he has to be fast on his feet, got there, go back, never get closer to exchange. And if it was like this, he would have won. But in the third round, I feel that he get nervous. He wanted to finish the fight. He get closer, bam, knockout. And you know, in combat sports, it's like life, but the opposite. What I mean is how much you could give, but how much you could take. So in life, usually it's better to give.
You're going to give us a speech from Rocky.
Yeah. So So it's about give and take. So you could be very good at giving punches, but taking punches.
Yeah. We've seen that. Yeah. But the thing with Petrov last night, I mean, your favoritism for Bulgarians is admirable, but I just think he had a bad day at the office. I don't think it was as even as you may think. From where I was sitting, I just think it looked like Petrov was fighting one of those fighters whose style he just couldn't figure out. And he seemed to be on the back foot. His movement and punches and kicks didn't seem as sharp as usual. We could see a rematch, I don't know, but I was amazed to see Petrov, even though I predicted it to be controversial, I was amazed to see him get dropped in that third round.
But you remember the last time he was fighting, when he lost the title, it was kind of the same match, you know. So again, he was knocked out, again he got nervous, this is according to me what happened, again he got into close exchange, and it happened again, and because of this loss, so the last SENSHI, he was injured, he couldn't participate, and now he was like too ambitious. He was too, okay, I will come back and show that I'm still number one, and there was, I think, pressure to him, and that's why they played him like a bad joke.
Well, but interestingly enough, the reason I said it was going to be an upset was because Petrov had lost to Samuel Peche, and Chadid beat Samuel Peche. So he had the style to beat someone who had worked out Petrov. So, which was a bit of a story there. So we move on. Fight number 3. This was Rocky Grandjean from the Netherlands fighting Mr. SENSHI, Atanas Boechelov. I don't think anybody could have betted against Boechelov in this contest. You said Boechelov.
Yep.
I said Boechelov, but it actually turned out to be a pretty good fight.
Yep, although Rocky, to me at least, seemed a little bit out of gas. I felt that everybody could get that he's over 40. So late in the match, he was moving really, really slowly.
Bit sloppy, yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. But you know what I've noticed? He looks like Adrian Brody. You know, the same face. So he could think about the movies from now on, I think. You know?
Bit safer. But, you know, I say it, I've said it before, I don't mean it to be disrespectful. Boechelov is wonderful to watch, an absolute kickboxing technician. He's in fantastic shape, his combinations, his movement, everything. He just doesn't possess finishing power.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating with someone with so much talent. And if he did have that power, he'd have finished that fight last night
in round 1.
Whichever round he chose. So there, Boechelov went away with a win by decision. We move on. Petros de Freitas from Brazil. He fought Michael Semperi, the model from Italy. Now, I said that it would be a third round stoppage to Semperi. I was trying to be a bit specific. Svetlo, what did you...
I said it would be a stoppage for Petros de Freitas, so yeah.
So you had it that way.
I get it wrong, but
what a war.
It was amazing. It was like the fight of the night for me. It was like both are so like strong and yeah, hard fighting for 3 rounds straight, so it was amazing.
Yeah, that was one certainly for the record book. So if you get a chance, guys, SENSHI 29, Petros de Freitas fought Michael Semperi. How it went to a decision, I don't know, because they were just beating hell out of each other for the whole fight, and at times they stood in the middle of the ring and were just exchanging punches
Like the old days.
like the old days.
Boxing, and it was amazing. And for me, it was an anonymous decision. It should be at least a split decision. You know, I was thinking about like an extra round because it was such a great fight. So even for the audience, it would be good to
If it was the old days of K1, they would have given it an extra round to give the people what they wanted, even if it wasn't. But it went to a decision, and Michael Semperi won. That was a great victory, and I think you have to be impressed with someone who many people they call him a pretty boy, and he's now 4 wins with no losses in the SENSHI ring, and yesterday proved that he's an absolute beast. Excellent fight. Next, we've got Ulrich Boec.BG from Switzerland, and he took on Francis Goma from France, and very evenly matched indeed, height, size, age, everything. I said Boec.BG was going to knock out Goma or stop him in round 2. That's what I had a feeling. You said?
I said kind of same, but I think I said 3rd round, Boec.BG knockout. We almost got it because it was the fight with many knockouts, knockdowns, and turns. Like, they're amazing guys, especially Goma. So I think if he had like a 4th round, he will win the fight by knockout.
Yeah, and he actually got a knockdown in the final round, didn't he? Was it
he got the knockdown, and before that he was knocked down twice. So he came back as it was nothing, and he get the knockdown in the 3rd round. And if there was a 4th round, I think he could get like the knockout. So
but decision win to Ulrich Boec.BG. Another fantastic fight, and another win for me. And you, we both got that one. So next was Moldova versus Italy. This was Alexandru Valenciuc, and he fought Fabian Lorito. Now, I said this was going to go to a decision. I can't remember.
I think I said the same. So, and we got it, but I bet on Lorito, to be honest, because I know Lorito, and the other guy was just entering the fight like in a few days notice. So
well, I was surprised actually at Valencia, because he's just a few weeks ago came back from training in Thailand for 2 months. So he should have been, I think, a bit more prepared. He looked tired, but you can be made to look tired when somebody's beating you up. But Fabian Lorito did a demolition job, and he got a knockout win in the 3rd round. And it was it's a funny thing to say. You say a wonderful knockout, but we're in the world of sports violence. But yeah, it was a dominating performance, and that 3rd round knockout meant we both got that one right.
And it was the night of the Italians, 2 guys, 2 wins. So
yes. Italiano. So next we had what I thought was going to be an absolute crazy war, Nathan Benden, and he fought Nicholas Sanabria. So Nathan, pretty much the UK's top under 65 kilo Muay Thai fighter, and he came here super focused, with an air of intensity about him, and said eventually he wants to fight for the SENSHI belt. Now Sanabria, he's been here once before, fought once, but was nervous. Now he did win. This time he was a different animal, and I thought Benden was going to come out 100 miles an hour and dominate Sanabria, and I have to give Sanabria my apologies because his game plan was absolutely superb. Now, how did you?
I call it for Sanabria, you know?
You called it for Sanabria. I thought Bendon was going to get a KO early on in the fight. But Sanabria had a great game plan and made Bendon work for his money. And the fight finished with a decision to Nathan Bendon. And Bendon said after the fight he couldn't believe how deceptively strong Sanabria was.
Nathan came and said that he will prove he's #1 in the world, not only in SENSHI, but he didn't expect this from Sanabria. And in the beginning, he started very strong. He was like going for the knockout in the first 30 seconds, but it didn't work out. And after that, he was kind of surprised. He didn't expect this, so it was quite even fight, and it turned little by little in a very strategic fight.
Yeah,
you know?
And I gave the first round to Sanabria.
Yep.
And then Nathan Bendon, his team told him to change his tactics in the second round. And I think he just pinched it, but then in the final round he was working Sanabria out and finished the fight strong. So a decision win to Nathan Bendon. I said KO, but I got that one because he won that. So we moved to fight number 8. Now this was Cicero Evangelista, who took on Vedat Hoduk from Turkey, Evangelista from Brazil. I said that Hoduk would win it by decision.
It was the same for me. I said I see a lot of potential in these Turkish guys. He proved me right. You know, in the beginning he was like a little bit nervous, Hoduk, and I said, oh, it will be my mistake. He will lose the fight. But after that he got into the fight and he has the same aggression, the same style. He was
they trained together.
Yeah, he was pushing after that and pushing. Yeah. So,
and really a funny thing was when I was speaking to him prior to the fights, and we were talking, and he said he likes to do jumping kicks and stuff. And I joked and said, if you knock the guy out with a jumping kick to the head, I'll give you a bonus personally. And we joked about it. And in the third round, right at the end, he did he attempted a cartwheel kick, sort of SENSHI fashion.
Yep.
Did the kick, almost landed, and looked across at me. And I'm thinking, man, you got to be crazy to have that in your mind. To have that in your mind during the fight. So, but he took it by decision. Didn't quite get the knockout. Another fantastic fight. Great performance from Hoduk. Both made their debut. So Hoduk, did he impress enough that we'll bring him back? But there's another one for me. Now, this one was interesting. Florin Ivanovic from Romania, and he took on a monster, Mantas Remdeka from Lithuania. Now, I really thought Florin was going to take this, and I thought he was going to get it by KO.
I also gave it to Florin, but I said it would be like a decision. But
yeah, and I was absolutely shocked when in the second round Remdeka knocked out Florin Ivanovic. I mean, that is no easy task for anybody, and Ivanovic face planted flat onto the canvas. What a knockout. So Mantas Remdeka there, making his debut in the SENSHI ring. We both got this one wrong. And I mean, let's see him back. I'm not sure. I mean, it was a heavyweight fight. Maybe we'll see him fight Edward Alexander or one of the other heavyweights.
Yeah, I hope so. He was a surprise. We didn't know what to expect. So we know Ivano and we know his skills. So it was for me, okay, I know Florin. The other guy, he also joined a bit later. So I was thinking Florin will get it, but I'm really impressed by Remdeka. So I hope to see him again, probably fighting with some of the other heavyweights. So the heavyweight division is getting better
getting stacked.
and better.
Yeah. And we move on to another heavyweight contest here. Fight number 10 last night was Dexter Swiss, and he fought Hercules, Yanis Stoforidis from Greece. Now this one was an upset and a crazy finish. I mean, Stoforidis not only calls himself Hercules, but looks terrified.
He's like a Greek god of war. I will call him Ares. Not Hercules, but Ares. Like the other heavyweights, okay, they don't look so athletic, and he's like, I don't know, heavy builder, or he looks.
Yeah, he looks like a Spartan, genuine, the real deal. Now, the thing is, Dexter Swiss, although he doesn't look that athletic, he's a fantastic Dutch kickboxer who came here, he's fought here once before. He won. He was so relaxed prior to the competition, and I thought he was going to actually force Yanis Stoforidis to work hard enough that he'd wear him down a bit and then win by knockout.
And I said Yanis. So this one I got it.
You got it.
I got it. But to be honest, I got it by. It was luck, bad luck for Dexter, good luck for Yanis.
Yeah, I mean, it was a TKO finish in the first round, and Dexter Swiss attempted a low kick, which was checked by Stoforidis, and split. Dexter Swiss split his shin. He ended up having to have 20 stitches. Now, we've seen this injury before, but the cut, it looked like someone had chopped him with an axe in the front of his shin.
It was really awful, it looked really awful, and I really feel bad about Dexter because I think that till this moment he was leading the fight. So if it has gone to distance or a bit more second round, he could have won, but it's really an awful injury, and I hope that he recovers fast, and I hope that we see him again soon.
Well, I'm not sure we'll see him that soon, because not only did he have 20 stitches in his shin, he also tore his bicep, which is going to need surgery. So, I mean, there you go. That's one round with Yanis Stoforidis, and you can.
And that's what you got.
and that's what you can end up with. So Stoforidis there, he got a first round TKO, and actually, I feel that's going to give him. Although it's a weird way to, he was disappointed how he won, but I think that an extra W on his record is going to boost him mentally, and I'd like to see him go away, work on his condition, because that's always going to be something for the heavyweights to worry about. But man, Stoforidis.
Do you remember he lost like 2 Senshis, the same injury? Stoforidis.
He cut his shin.
Yeah.
So, well, maybe that's shin karma. I don't know. So, what happened? We both got that. No, you got.
No, I got it.
You got it.
Yeah. This one is.
And I got that one wrong.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, at least one.
Okay. So, next one was Karim Mabruk against Ali Uzir, and I got this one completely wrong. Who did you go for?
Of course, for Bulgarian, so for Ali, and I said knockout, but second round. So almost got it.
Right.
Almost got it.
And I said the opposite. Karim Mabruk, he was coming for revenge because this was a bit of a rematch for them. And I know Karim. I know what he's capable of. Great character. Trains hard. He was here for the training camp with the heavyweights a few weeks ago. I thought he was going to win by knockout. He was so focused, but Ali Uzir beat him up. It was a demolition job.
It was because, but Ali, I think that Ali already has like the psychological advantage. He has beaten him like 10 days ago, and when I spoke with him before that, he said, I don't think there is something that he could change for 1 week that could surprise me. So I'm using the same game plan or almost the same game plan, and I'm going to win.
But it was the whole package. He had the confidence. He was bigger, stronger. He manhandled Mabruk and won with a first round knockout. That really surprised me. I wouldn't have thought if he was going to win, no way would I have betted that he'd win, knocking out Mabruk in the first round.
Ali is coming back, so he has fought in SENSHI, but it was a long time ago, and during this time it was like he was a child. Now he's coming back and he is making a point. I will be someone in the division.
Right. And we're going to see him again. Now, final fight of the evening. So that one, just going back there. So you got that. You got that one, and I missed that one. So it was pretty close here. So we go to the final fight of the evening. Marius Munteanu faced Edward Alexanian, who a year and a half ago weighed 90 kilos, and yesterday fought at 108. So he put on 20 kilos in just over a year. Munteanu looks like a monster. I don't think I've ever seen the man smile. He's like a robot, like a Terminator. A force to be reckoned with, a natural heavyweight, tall as well, 1.92 m. I predicted that Alexanian would win by knockout in the second round. His hands are heavy. Now, I can't remember what your prediction was.
Also win for Edward, but I'm not sure about the round. Also by knockout. But
of course, he's Bulgarian. Of course you got.
Yeah. So it was easy for me, 4 or 5 Bulgarians won, so it was easy for me, and it was great.
And
also,
it was up. Yeah, I mean, he did. Alexanian won by knockout in the second round. So, but what a performance! Now the interesting thing is, so at the end of the first round, he was starting to puff. He's moved up in weight so much. Conditioning's going to be a factor. Until you're at that weight for a long time, conditioning will be a factor. If it had gone to a third round, who knows what would have happened.
Yeah, and he has got a lot of weight, and it wasn't just muscle. You saw, it wasn't just muscle, but in the heavyweight, it's like heavy lifting. The heavier, the heavy you hit, more you hit.
Yeah.
So he was even heavier than Marius. I didn't know. I was about to ask him. So Marius is taller, he has better reach, and he is heavier than you. And in the last moment, he's not heavier than you.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. But so I think the same. So that's why I think Edward was attacking so hard. He was pushing like the old good days, Mike Tyson, going and you push everything like in 1 or 2 rounds. If you didn't get it, after that you lose.
Yeah, but we'd love to see everyone go bonkers like that. So he won. I got that one, second round knockout, which was the final fight of the evening, which give us our totals of Svetlo versus me. 9 out of 12 for me, 8 out of 12 to the Bulgarian. So, listen, that's not a bad call, 8 out of 12 or 9 out of 12. But what a bunch of fantastic fights.
It was amazing.
Hats off to SENSHI for putting that together. Thank you to the Bulgarian audience who turned up at the Palace of Culture and Sport. Thanks to everyone behind the scenes who puts this together, because SENSHI is growing from strength to strength, and we're going to see you back on February the 28th.
See you.
Pow.